Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're going to be continuing to take a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. We are now on episode 78, 79 of the series. And in the last episode, we saw a lot more expansion. And we also saw the completion of Mars, of the moon, and now we're on to Mars, where we're on the South Asian Union will be the first as they land in the northern areas of Mars, as they will complete their 4 new research stations on Mars. And that's going to be it for Mars for now. Now going back for some lore here. We all know that Florida found a device that could bring out rise land out of water, which is very habitable, as you can see here. And yeah. But the first event of this episode is going to be, besides the landing on Mars, we're just going to see a bit more fighting here. A lot more fighting in Egypt right now, because lots of groups are popping up everywhere. Yeah, soon enough. Yeah, that's gonna be. And now on to our next event. It's going to be the There's gonna be the more land being risen up out of water. As we see some more and more land being risen up along the coast of Florida, as well as some more land over here, finally connecting up this area, some more land over here, as well as this area right here. Florida looks very unrecognizable now. Yeah, this is very unrecognizable. But yeah, this area is now this area is now fully risen up for Florida's economy and population. So Florida's population was already roughly over a million. But it's really over a million now because of the new land. So Florida, it was the first to discover this. It was like right around in like this area right here, like that area. Sorry about that. But Florida did distribute it to the rest of the world, as you saw, and I'm pretty sure in an episode, that was 2 episodes ago. But yeah, Florida is now unrecognizable. But other countries are going to be unrecognizable soon. Because now Venezuela is expanding. They are expanding over here. I'm just filling this area in real quick. Just to show that they are expanding in this area as well. As they expand quite a bit over here, as well as meeting up over here. And yeah, Venezuela is now unrecognizable. Because South America is not even, it's now connected with all, it's now fully connected with North America, with no, like, for a big forest with, very, dangerous qualities in it. So now people can freely travel to other countries. So, yeah. And, some other countries like Yucatan is going to be expanding quite a bit more right here and over here. Which now they are looking pretty unrecognizable at this point. Because they're no longer a peninsula, they're more part of...
I see Carter's face.
I have no idea what they're talking about right there. But, yeah. Yeah, Florida is now... But Yucatan is now connected fully. And now let's look at Mexico here. So Mexico is going to go connect up with this area over here, as well as following along over here, kind of like making new lands right here. So yeah, this is just going to be a little more different for the world here. And at the end of this episode, there is going to be more lore to do with it. But there is going to be we are going to see what other technologies have been found on Earth. But for now, we're just going to figure out what's going on Earth right now. As we see some more expansion into the Gulf of Mexico, which is not really a gulf, now it's a basin, I guess. But slowly but surely, Gulf of Mexico is slowly getting ungulfing. I don't know what I just said. But one country is also kind of filling in the Great Lakes with land here. And now they will be expanding along here. As well as expanding Bermuda a bit more. As for the Quebec-Newfoundland Union, they are going to expand quite a bit over here. They're also going to fill in a bit more of this area, as well as this. For unknown reasons, there's more and more expansion, but they're also going to fill in this area right here. So I'm expanding this little bit here. And I'm kind of like going along here, like that. As for Canada Unitaria, we're going to see, North American Unitaria, they are going to expand their border, regions, their country, along over here, as well as over here. And right here. And some more areas over here are being connected up. Kind of like this. Some more of this area. And some more of this. All of this area. This area here. So basically all of this is now being fully connected here for unknown reasons, but what we do know is that this area is going to be connected up, as well as a bit more of this area right here, and then like this here, like that. Also, Greenland is going to be expanding its territory a bit more. Right there. Oh, by the way, almost forgot. They are going to expand these little areas up more over here, as well as connecting these islands right here. Kind of making a new, like, area here. As well as connecting this up to here. This area expanding quite a bit. This one expands quite a bit more too. These islands get connected up and expanded. As well as these two islands will almost connect up with that one. And then these two islands will be expanded quite like that. No, not like that. Like this. And for South America Unitaria, we're going to see them kind of expand along over to here. As well as expanding this area around their capital. And a bit more of this area over here. As well as finally connecting up the Falkland Island with the main continent. Well, one giant continent. And this area is going to be expanded quite a bit. Over here, this is going to be expanded over this way. This one will also expand quite a bit. The Galapagos Island. The Galapagos Island is going to be expanded a bit more. As well as a bit more of this area right here. So that's the Americas. Now let's look at Europe Unitaria, where Britain is finally connected up with Europe itself. These islands will be connected as well over here. Kind of following along here. They will be connected to this area over here. You also connect these islands, the Balearic Islands, to connect Italy with Africa as well. Also go along here, connect all these islands up here. Kind of filling in the Mediterranean. Right here. They'll expand Iceland a little bit more. They will expand it quite a bit up to the border of Greenland now. They'll expand these two islands up into one island, giant island. They'll also connect up these areas over here, and connecting these islands up with the British peninsula, I guess you could call it, as well as expanding these areas up a bit more. As well as connecting up this area over here. And these areas right here. And these areas. And these areas. And this area. right here. All of this, a bit more over here. As the island of Svalbard will be connected up with mainland Europe, which is now a part more like Eureka, I don't know how to call this, but yeah, this area, this is now new European area now. Also, Greece, they're gonna kind of like expand their borders over this way, over to here. Kind of expand their borders along here. Also, European area should have been expanding the Crimea a bit more along this area here. And Greece would have had this area to themselves. Also, Greece would have expanded their Libyan control here. Oh, as well as they would have taken some land from this area. Libya would have kind of expanded along the border here. Oh, also Greece would have expanded into this area as well. I almost forgot to mention that. Also, Morocco would have expanded more into this area, as well as expanded along this way. As well as connected all these islands up into one island, and expanded that island as well. And connecting this up with the mainland here. As well as making this island a bit bigger here. Burkina Faso is gonna kind of like get this area more. Kind of expand their country a bit into the Atlantic Ocean here. As well as Ghana. We'll kind of expand up here. Oh, and Sudan. We'll kind of expand over this way. Oh, also, Sudan would have taken over some of this land over here. They're kind of getting huge. And Sudan would have taken over this area. The world is unrecognizable now. Also, this country would have connected up with Cyprus here, as well as taken over some land in Egypt. Also forgot to mention Libya would have done that as well. Would have taken land from Egypt as well. And Greece would have already connected up with Cyprus. I almost forgot to mention that as well. And South Sudan would have taken over this area, while Tanzania would have taken over this area. And they would have connected up most of their country here. Mesopotamia would take over this area. Arabia would have connected up with this island here. And would have connected more and more of this land here. As well as connecting this area up here. Africa Unitaria would have, if I could select the right color here, would have expanded, you can fill this area in, and also that area, and would expand their borders along here, and also expanding this area up more over here. And they would also expand this area up a bit. So yeah, this episode is kind of getting more and more developed here. Also, Madagascar would be expanded more. And these islands would be expanded quite a bit. And over here, Madagascar would be expanded up north here. These islands would expand. Also, these islands over here would expand their borders. Yes, a lot of this is getting connected up here. As Africa Unitaria is expanding quite a bit. Also, they will be expanding this island more out this way. And they will expand this island more over here. They'll expand this one over this way. They will expand this island over to here. And this island like this. And these two islands would almost connect immediately. And also this island here would be kind of bigger. This part of this island. And that's almost all of Africa. Oh, Tanzania. Almost forgot they would have expanded this way too. As for Somalia here, they're going to expand their borders this way. And finally, Asia. South Asia is going to finish up this area right here. And they will connect this island up here, like this, like so. And they'll connect up this area here, connect up this area, connect all of this up here, connect that, connect all this up to this point here. Connect this up to this island here. Connect this up here. This over to here. And this over to here. And they would also connect up this area here. All of this. All of that. And then this here. And these over here. As well as a bit of this. These islands would connect up with each other as well as to Australia here. That area will be connected up. These areas will be connected up with each other here. Right up to here. These islands would be connected up here. These islands also would be connected up as well. Well, they would be, like, getting, like, a little more big, is what I meant to say here. It's like most of this area would be big, get bigger. Your own game. Maybe now they buy your tools in your own game. Sorry, I like singing sometimes. My bad. And of course, I'm just gonna finish up this area. Okay, there's that one. Here's this area over here. There's that. Here's that. Here's all of this. Here's all of this. Okay. All that. 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 This. All this here. All of this. Just all of this here. Australia looks kind of weird now. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, guys. And girls. As I know there is some girls watching this. Oh, also this area would have been connected too. Almost forgot. A whole lot of territory. That's why I had to make this brush a little bit big. So I had to increase the size of the brush here to like a doubling it to a 4. That's what I had to do. That's all I did there. And yeah, all of this is gonna be connected up. Like, yeah. Asia is now connected up with Oceania. As well as with Africa, which it already was, and Europe, which it already is too. But, yeah, that is wild there. And now we're gonna take a look with China Unitaria, where they will expand across over to here, as well as over here, as well as connecting up with Taiwan here, the island, not the country, as well as connecting all of this up here. connecting up with the Korean island of Jeju, and kind of like making a new border here. Don't worry, this is not them just going along there. That's just me trying to figure out what to do. That was me just making sure that it looks right there. And also Japan is being connected up with this island here, as well as over here, connecting up more with Hokkaido, as well as over here. This area would be filled in over here. The Filipino Islands is now just a peninsula, I guess. Well, actually, it's now fully connected here. They fully connected this area up. They're going to begin to fill in all of this area as well. Asia is looking unrecognizable. Also, these islands over here would be connected here. And this island, these islands right here would be connected up with each other here. Almost connecting up with Japan, but not really. That is cursed. I'm just gonna make sure that looks a little better. Like this. As for Korea here, they will connect up over here. They'll connect that area up. They'll connect this area up right here. As well as just fill in the rest of this over here. As well as connecting up this island up with the mainland, even for this area. And also connecting up Jeju with the rest of this. Then filling all up with this, filling up this area here. And also connecting this area up here. As well as connecting up Sakhalin with the rest of Russia here. And also expanding it quite a bit up here. And I'm also connecting this area up here. And connecting up all of this right here. And that's about that here. Also, they will expand Hokkaido a bit more. And they will connect up these areas over here. They will connect up all of this. And that's going to be it for that, for the map. But there will be development. Here's some more lore. So one of the devices that I mentioned was right in the middle of India itself, which they should have found before. But they didn't, and they recently found it not too long ago. Like, as they were doing this, they found a technology that could actually make better military weapons. So yeah. And one of the military weapons is AI kill, like flying jets that are flying by themselves. And the first country to have that technology will be India. They will have 2 of those. But they won't distribute it yet because they want to see how much more they can do. And that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.